yours. Another glorious day, yeah. So we're gonna get these 500 burpees to start off with. Plus more. I'm gonna incorporate some pull-ups. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Hold on, let me get my I hope everybody had a great week. This is how we're gonna start off our week. You know what I'm saying? I had an excellent, this past week was excellent. Let's go. It's a nice 10 count to start off with. Yo, cuz, what up? You know what I'm saying? What up, cuz? We in the building. Yes, get it. Yes, family. Hey, yo, cuz, you can hear me good on the camera? Let me know if you can hear me good. Yes, indeed. Inspiration. That's how we do. Yo, cuz, you able? Oh, all right, perfect, perfect. Yeah, cuz, so in the title, as you see, that 500 burpee count, plus I'm incorporate some pull-ups with this routine, you know, so that's what it's about. We're gonna get this money. Yes, sir, I love you, cuz. You already know. Appreciate my fam for being in the chat. Yes, yes. So that was a quick 10 count to start off with. Word, y'all. We not playing. We're gonna start this week off strong. You know what I'm saying? 500 burpees. Let's go. We already at 10. What we got? 490 to go. Sound like a big number, but we chopped that down to size. You heard? You've already done more than most. Yeah, you already, you know, it's a big deal. Any form of movement, you know, consistent movement, it's so necessary for us to stay active. You know what I'm saying? That's a great point made. So it ain't gotta be 500. It don't have to be 200. 100 burpees is great. I would strongly suggest incorporating the push-ups and stuff, and that's for those who aren't typically at a level to where they could produce such a exercise that requires, you know, a great amount of energy, if you will. So yeah, we got to start from somewhere. Let's go. So what I do is, see, yeah, it's windy out. It still feels right though. It's windy. It's great. I just hope, as long as I could be heard, that's what matters to me. But yeah, it's windy. I look at it as that wind giving me that oxygen. Giving me more oxygen. That wind is equipping me. As long as I can be heard good, that's what matters the most. So we at 30 counting the burpees. Let's go. So that's 40, y'all. No doubt, wind and the sun is so important in the morning routine. Yeah, that sun, and that's a good point that you made, fam. That sun is what gives that warmth. It still makes it considerably warm. When that sun is behind the clouds, that temperature is a little more colder. So yeah, that sun is very important. Absolutely. That's where problems happen. When that wind blow down the tripod. It's still rolling, y'all. We good. I ain't eat nothing today, fam. Not yet. Yup. I ain't eat nothing today yet, fam. We're gonna move this over here to try to avoid that wind knocking over the tripod. Let me try something a little different here. Pardon me, y'all. All right, we're gonna get this money. Yeah, that wind knocked over the tripod. That's the only concern when you out here doing this work. Yeah, I ain't eat nothing yet though. Word. So we at the 50 count on those burpees, y'all. Feeling fantastic. My legs feel great. We're gonna move it over here. Hopefully if I do this like that. All right, y'all, so I did something a little different. Again, we gotta become creative when we are out here with the elements. And what I mean is, the dirt is kind of soft right here. So to prevent the tripod from falling, I got sort of a support, if you will. So let's go. So we at the 50 count. Pardon the interruption on that on the camera falling. Let's go though. We at the 50 on that 500 burpee count. So that's 60 done already, just like that, y'all. Yeah, I ain't eat nothing before I came out today. Still feel fantastic. A good first meal when you finish? Good question. A good first meal for me, especially when I do these type of exercises, like very vigorous, explosive exercises, my go-to is oatmeal with some peanut butter, some almond butter, with some sliced bananas, put some cinnamon in that. You know, you could put walnuts in there, you know, so it's very fiber. Also, it replenishes that energy. So, yeah, let's get it. We at 60, y'all. That's 70, y'all. How's the joints and everything? You feeling good? I already know though. Absolutely, I feel fantastic. And that's an excellent question because, you know, depending on one's fitness status, age, past histories with, any injuries, or depending on the person's makeup and, build, if you will, in terms of their health status, yeah, my joints feel fantastic. And that's another good point you made, because when I did the demonstration with the recent prior video, when I executed the 500 jumping squats, that's one of the factors that I made mention of, was that my joints feel great. My knees feel great. My arms, my elbows, overall. And that's the importance of doing these burpees, doing movements in terms of jumping jacks, sprints, jump rope. Besides the strength training, we want to do exercises that really keep us, flexible, agile, to where, again, it's a form of, like, if you want to say, keeping your joints lubricated, if you will, oiled up. And these are the type of exercises that keep you, in a position of when you just operating in your daily life, that you're able to, operate at your best. Meaning, when you're bending down, when you bending over, when you're making movements that require your body to be able to, perform these just ordinary day movements that require you to, whether it's grabbing, reaching for whatever, all that counts. Let's get this money. We at 70, y'all. Yeah, that's a good point, though. That's money, y'all. Great point. Sprints, burpees, etc. Those explosive movements keep your joints young. People don't realize when you fail to do those movements, your body gets complacent. Absolutely. Absolutely. We at the 90 count, y'all, already with the burpees. Yes. Yes, indeed, family. Great point. Again, we want to do these type of exercises, again, you have cases where people have thrown their shoulders out simply fixing their bed. And what I mean is, when they flare out their quilt, the shoulder will pop out. You know, these things happen. You know, good morning. You know, so these things happen. And again, you know, whether it's these type of movements, lightweight training, you know what I'm saying? It's again about being active. If you don't use it, you lose it. Okay? Let's finish out this 100. Let's 10 count this real quick. We at 90, y'all, on the burpees. Again. All right, so we had 100 completed on the burpees. 400 more. That's glory to me. Another glorious day. Yes, sneezing. Catching yourself from falling. Right. Catching yourself from falling. These simple things can cause injury if your body ain't ready for it. It's another good point. Okay? If we just so happen to fall, if we just so happen to trip, and again, you want to be in shape, I'm glad you mentioned that, is that things happen in life. Accidents happen, you know, beyond our control. However, if we're in shape, we can recover more rapidly, right? It will be less of an effect on our body in terms of the actual damage or, you know, effects that, again, you know, take a toll on our physical. But if we're in shape, at least we are doing what's necessary in order to, you know, keep ourselves in a position to be as strong as possible. Let's get it. We out here, y'all. Sunday breakfast, another glorious day. This is what we do. This is how we live. This is how we embrace life. Let's go. So we out here, y'all. Weights are great, but these body weight movements you do are so important and effective. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Again, I like to be explosive. I like to be strong. I like to be good on my feet. You know, at any given moment, you know, word. So it's very important. You know, at any given moment from the time that I wake up, I want to be able to operate at my full capacity. I lost count, I think that was 140, but again, so I can keep counting my numbers, I'm gonna do an extra set. That's if I lost count. Well, we was at 120, so that was 140, just to be certain. Let's extra 20, let's go. Okay, fam, thank you, 160. But you know, cause of my, you know, that's the beautiful thing. Again, we're gonna, you know, I'm just subtracting the 20. Of course, that's, you know, accounted for. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, appreciate you. So I'm just starting to count y'all from 140, even though extra was done. You know, that's my model. If I'm not certain, I want to make sure that that's accounted for. Everything that we're supposed to be getting. All right? so that's 160. Back on track with the count, you heard? Even though family gave me the update on my inaccuracy in terms of the count, appreciate that as well. So yeah, these movements you really want to be incorporating in your routine. Even if it's not so advanced, break it down, pace yourself, you know, and do you more, way more good than harm, you know? Let's go. We have 160. Really get your heart rate up, y'all. What is the temperature? Shout out to Benjamin. Shout out to the whole chat, you heard? What is the temperature down there? I didn't even, it's gotta be about, it's definitely like 30 something. Close to 40, I would say. It's not that cold at all. It would actually be warmer if the wind wasn't blowing. We at 180, y'all, with them burpees. Let's hit that 200 mark. Let's go. Shout out to the whole chat. Shout out to the fam. HUD71. Benjamin. You already know. Let's get it. 190, y'all. $190. It's money. Yeah, it's pretty windy. It is. It is. You know, we ain't gonna get wrapped up in that. You know, we go and get it done. Windy. Me personally, I'm not gonna be out there. If it's raining, I need some form of shelter. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But if it's snowing, windy, 20 degrees, 80, 90, anything that I could really set the, the ability to do so, I'm gonna get it done. How tall are you, bro? Yo, I'm like, what, 5'9"? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like 5'9", 5'10", something like that, yeah. I gotta, you know, I got some height on me. We had 190 y'all in the burpees. $200 already. How much do you weigh? Benjamin asks, how much do I weigh? I weigh about, right now, I weigh about probably 185. 185. And yeah, man, that's a weight that really required a ton of effort for me to get down to. I gain weight very easy. So, you know, how much I weigh at this moment took a considerable amount of work, you know? So yeah, about 185. I carry 200 easy, you know what I'm saying? Or if I eat just a few extra meals, my weight increased like that. If you look at my earlier videos, you can see the difference between me now and at those moments, at those times. Benjamin said, you look jacked. I ain't gonna lie. Now, I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man, I appreciate that. Again, with the weight loss, Benjamin, you know, again, the strength training, the calisthenics, you know, so definitely, man, it's just high reps. I'm really about sets and reps too, bro. So that's what works for me. You know, so even like after this routine with the burpees, yo, I gotta hit some strength training. And that's what works for me. So a lot of times, or you might have heard people mention do cardio afterwards and stuff, man. For me, I do cardio first. That's really like how I arrange my routines. But then I'll hit the strength training afterwards. That's just the way I enjoy it. I mean, I switch it up at times, but yeah, appreciate you, man. Let's get this money. We at 200. I want to be mindful of my my battery, but anyway, enough said. Let's get it. That's crazy. I'm the opposite. If I miss a meal or two, I shred quick. Trying to hit about 195, but I'm like 187 now, right now. Yeah, that 185 looks solid on you. Appreciate you, family. Um, Again, a lot of hard work, a lot of consistency, a lot of discipline. A lot of discipline. Most certainly. See, but the important thing is that, you in tune with your body structure, what works for you. And that's really the most important thing, is that it's trial and error in terms of us, figuring out how we get those gains, whether it's losing or gaining more weight. You know what I'm saying? Of course, muscle mass. So I'm big on me being now more lean, but muscle bound, if you will. However, you know what I'm saying? Not walking around stiff, but I like to operate, you know what I'm saying, in a very efficient manner in terms of, how, I need to, in terms of, quickness and so on and so forth. Yes, indeed. Great point. Thank you. Let's get it. We at 220, y'all. You lift weights? Yeah, I lift weights too. Yeah, I lift weights. I do it all. I do it all. I lift weights. I do battle ropes. I jump rope. Yeah, I lift them weights. I love weights too. You know, initially, I started off with weights in terms of my fitness journey. And I was introduced back to calisthenics by way of a gentleman from my neighborhood when I was about 17. And I didn't particularly, you know, enjoy it as far as the calisthenics at first. However, I grew a great love for it. And if you ask me, it's still difficult for me to, you know, between the two in terms of, I'm not going to put what I like the most, you know, but calisthenics, it definitely, you know, sets the bar higher as far as what I enjoy, because it's nothing like your own ability to build yourself with your body and not have to rely on any equipment. So that's one of the beautiful things about calisthenics. And I really like, in terms of how my physique really developed, a lot of that has to do to, you know, calisthenics, I have to add. Yes, sir. I got my water right here. I'm definitely hydrating. Let's get it. We at 240, y'all. 240 in the burpees. What do you eat on a good day? Every day a good day, Benjamin. It's a good question. I eat a lot of, in terms of protein, to start, I eat a lot of ground turkey, ground chicken. I don't do a lot of beef once in a while. There was a point in which I went about 7-8 years without eating meat at all. And with that being said, I'm gonna share some, give some feedback on how that really, you know, caused me to adopt that way of eating. I was in prison, and at the time I was in prison, I was in the SHU, I was in the box, I was in confinement. But, you know, I had a bunkie, you had a cellmate or whatever. Anyway, but this guy, speed up, I don't want to take up too much time talking, but this guy, he didn't eat meat, which was interesting to me because, especially due to the circumstance. I mean, not only were we in prison, but we were in the box, which is a very limited environment to what you can have to eat. You can only pretty much eat what's provided, right? So this guy, anytime we had a meal that consisted of meat, whether it was chili con carne, They had this turkey tetrazzini, these these meals with meat. He would give it to me, the spaghetti with the meat, all that, and he would give that to me, and I thought it was interesting that this dude is really not eating meat. You know what I'm saying? So that was one form of let me get this money though. Halil, shout out to Halil. What's up, Jay? Let me get this money, Benjamin. Yeah, but that's how I started. I just wanted to share that. Hold on. How many times a day you eat? About three. Three. I eat about 3 times a day. Little snacks in between, like dates, figs. But I wanted to just say this again. And I mentioned that time that I was in prison when, I was around that individual when we was in the box, the SHU, and he wasn't partaking in eating meat. And I say that to say this. It wasn't a case of which I read it in the book or nothing. This was just off of sheer, right in front of my face, somebody living on their terms in regards to staying committed and dedicated to what he didn't want for himself under those circumstances in which you're very limited on your source of food, especially being in the box. However, in the state prison, you have access to packages and other sources outside of the mess hall provided meals. Let's go. You work out every day, about 4 days a week, the minimum. Let's get it. being he didn't eat meat, what was his build? Did he work out? He did work out. He what he would do is there was times where, so in the box you got people who fish, meaning they make a string off of their sheets. So it was a dude in a cell next door to us at the time, and he used to get a kosher meal. For those who don't know, those are the Jewish provided meals in the prison system. Anyway, so that meal consisted of peanut butter and other sauces besides that red meat. So he would trade with that dude next door from time to time. However, most of the time he would just give it to me because that kosher meal didn't, you know, that kosher meal at times didn't have what he wanted or whatever. So I benefited greatly off of that at that time for what it was. Yeah, today only burpees so far. I'm trying to, let me get this money. My battery count, my battery percentage be running low quick because I be doing live. You know, I'm doing this off the iPhone. So, yeah, let me get this money. I'm trying to get these pull-ups in. If not, I'm gonna have to change the title of the video and just make it burpees. But, however, off camera, I'm getting my pull-ups in. This is not just the routine. Let's go. So we at 280. Matter of fact, I might cut this short, change the title of the video, keep it at 300. I don't really like to go back on my word, but just to save time and be able to give some demonstrations. Let's get it though. So that's 300 completed, y'all. K. Busher, your physique has changed. More cut and muscular. I started to jump squats this morning from your earlier video. Salute to your grind, dropping in wisdom and life experiences. Yo, K. Bishop, salute. I appreciate you as well. You know, this is what we do. You know, we put forth all that greatness that lies within, K Bishop, and that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? We have to go within. You know what I'm saying? We have to give that to ourselves, you know, the gift of life. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, family. Word up, we gotta give ourselves that gift of life. Meaning, we are responsible, we are accountable for how we feel, how we look, how we think, how we operate. You see? How we treat others. You know? All that. You know what I'm saying? My slogan is, it goes beyond the physical. You know what I'm saying? This helped me with my mental state. This helped me with my brain capacity. You know, let's get it. We at 300 on these burpees though, you heard? Word. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Much appreciation, gratitude. You already know. This how we go. This how we do. This how it's done. K Bishop, appreciate you, you know, being in tune with the jumping squat routine video, and you applying that for yourself, man. Much appreciation. Thank you, Benjamin. Shout out to 7 Fitness, y'all. Appreciate you. Well, appreciate y'all. It's money, y'all. Let's go. What time is it there? It's 11:50 a.m. Wow. Where you from, Benjamin? Everybody in the chat, let it be known your city, your state, your country, whatever. Let it be known where you from. Shout out your city, shout out your town, shout out your, you know what I'm saying, your area. Big up yourself. That's 140, y'all. Syria. Shout out to Syria. Word. Yeah, shout out to Syria. Syria in the building, y'all. K. Bishop, he's on East Coast, New York. Yeah, it's a fact. Right. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, K. Need me a little agua, y'all. This work, hey, yo, this is excellent for the core, too. I really feel not just my entire body, but the activation in my core. You know, that constant movement when you are arriving at the ground to the point of where you take back off and leap up. You know what I'm saying? That's a great core engagement. Wow. We at 340, y'all. Let's go.